Hi, I'm Rayon and this is my project. It's called CastLog. It's a web app for logging your fishing catches and seeing them on a map. I'm going to walk through what it does and go over my three documents, the SRS, the SDD, and the ST, and then show how it would actually work. So CastLog is a pretty simple idea. A lot of people who fish just write their catches down in a notebook or somewhere on their phone. CastLog gives them one place to put it all. You make an account, log in, and every time you catch something, you write down the fish, the size, the weight, date and time, and where you caught it by dropping a pin on the map. You can go back later and look at everything, edit it, delete it, or just look at the map to see all your different pins. It doesn't do everything though. I didn't add any social media stuff, so there's no sharing. I didn't add any weather reports, so there's no weather or tide data. And it's not something you download, it's only a web browser. It only works in your web browser. My SRS is basically the list of everything the app has to do. I broke it down into five parts. Signing up, logging in and out, adding a catch, managing your old catches, and looking at the map. Each one has has rules written out. For example, there's a rule saying if you click somewhere on the map, it has to save that exact spot, so it makes sure your entries are accurate. Another rule says that you can never see someone else's catches. It makes sure you can only see your catches. Um, I also wrote down some numbers the app has to hit. For example, the catch list has to load in under 3 seconds, even when there's 100 entries in it. The map has to load in under 4 seconds. Password needs to be at least 8 characters. And can't be stored in plain text. And if you sit around doing nothing for 30 minutes, it will log you out due to inactivity. My STD is where I figured out how to actually build it. I went with three layers. The part you see in your browser, the server that handles everything behind the scenes, and the database plus Google Maps for the map stuff. The browser talks to the server over a secure connection, and the server talks to the database and to Google Maps. On the server side, I split things into four pieces. One handling signing up and logging in, and security-wise, it hashes out your password so it never just sits there in plain text. One handles adding, editing, and deleting catches, and it also checks that you actually own it before letting you touch it. Um, so like it make sure it's your catch, basically. One talks to Google Maps and one keeps track of who's logged in using a signed token instead of checking the database every time. For the database, I use three tables: users, catches, and sessions, and connect them so that every catch belongs to one user. I went with the normal relation database since the data here is pretty simple and structured. My STD is where I actually tested everything. I did a mix, clicking through it like a normal user and also checking the code directly, like making sure the passwords were really hashed. I also tested edge cases, like a password that's too short or putting in a negative number for weight. I wrote 38 test cases total, covering everything from the SRS. 36 out of 38 passed, which is about a 95%. Every essential feature, like signing up, adding catches, and managing your catches, all passed their tests. I did find a few bugs along the way. One was slow database query, that was making submissions take too long, so I had to go and fix that. Another was a map that didn't update right in Safari, so that I had to find and fix. And the last one is still, like, I'm still working on it. It's just that the map on the add catch form doesn't shrink right on the smallest phone screens. It's small, and I already know how to fix it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Um, I'm gonna talk to you how it would work. So basically, Castlog would and like how it would look. Since I haven't built the full thing yet, this is based on how I plan it out in my docs. You'd sign up with a username, email, and password. Once you log in, you'd land on your dashboard. Your catches listed newest um first, and then to add one, you'd fill the fish size, the fish type, the weight, the date and time, and tap a spot on the map to mark it. Once you submit it, it will show up right away and list it on your map. Tap any pin, and it pops up quick summary. And the whole time you only ever see what your own catches are, no one else's. So overall, I think Castlog is in a good spot. The main stuff like signing up, logging in, adding catches, and keeping everyone's date separated all works and passes every test. I still have that one bug to fix, so I still need to pick a final tech stack and get it all running. But I'm happy where it's at. Thank you for watching.